I know that you are currently leading a massive change to Agile delivery at your current company. Could you share the stage and maybe high level context around how your company uses Salesforce and what drove this move to Agile, the why?
Sure. So what's interesting is I think this happens with any company, no matter how big or small. And when I say small, you probably need to be more than I think 200 or 300 people. But this may not apply to a 1 or 2 person shop. But we've had Salesforce since 2012 here at Elastic, and over time, like a lot of companies I've seen, it's usually just one admin that starts. And then over as more users are added to the system, maybe a couple of admins, a developer, and that has evolved quite a bit. And I'll share with you those numbers here in a second. Elastic uses Salesforce for sales, opportunity management, forecasting, all that kind of stuff. That is the bread and butter of Salesforce. They use Service Cloud. They use CPQ. And we, as I mentioned, we use a whole variety of different app exchange tools for customer success, like Gainsight or DocuSign for document generation and contracting. And then there's an integration to Marketo, which I don't own the Marketo instance, but we obviously need to make sure we are pretty tightly aligned to the marketing team. So that's kind of the footprint of what we serve. We also have Financial Force for services, and the company is undergoing a lot of growth. And so in 2018, there was a team of about maybe 3 to 4 people on the CRM side. Right now, it's getting close to 20. And the reason we needed to go to, let's just say, an agile transformation was because of the way the team grew. So if you have one big agile, let's just say Scrum team, and for those of y'all who are not familiar, there's traditionally a couple of ways of delivering software. The older legacy way is waterfall, which is kind of getting all your requirements and then, I like to say, throwing them over the fence and then letting the developers go run with it.
It's a good term.
Yeah. But Agile is obviously different. It's more of an iterative approach, and you can deliver a value quicker, but also you as a technology team can iterate and fix things quicker, and you need to be able to adapt quicker. So what I experienced joining Elastic last year was it was one large team. So like 14 to 16 people on one Scrum team, which, as you can appreciate, is a little inefficient. Your refinement sessions, your grooming sessions are just not as, you can't get as many stories refined. The throughput starts to slow down if you have just one big team. So it was a lot of research, a lot of experience in doing some of this at Fidelity, where I put together a plan on breaking out this one large agile team, or let's say Scrum team, into 3 Scrum teams and 1 Kanban team. So Kanban team primarily focuses on configuration and declarative work within a SaaS platform, in this case, Salesforce being the big one. And the Kanban team can deliver value a little bit quicker. They're not encumbered by a sprint cycle of every 2 weeks or whatever your sprint cycle is. And then the Scrum teams, 3 Scrum teams broken out by functional areas. So lead to opportunity, smaller Scrum team, quote to cash, small Scrum team, and then what we call post sales. Each of those have their own unique names that they've already identified. And we just started this journey about 3 weeks ago. So a lot of planning, a lot of prepping, and we're now in week 3 of this kind of massive agile change for the team that I'm on.